Hey guys, and welcome to Pheas Airsoft, where today I'm going to be unboxing this ACETECH Blaster Tracer Unit. Hey guys, and welcome back. If you do enjoy this content today, please do consider liking, commenting and subscribing, because those interactions really help the channel get seen and help the channel to grow. If you do want to support the channel a little bit more, 99 pence for a month for a channel membership will get you custom videos, bloopers and your own private chat Discord, as well as your own Discords, your own giveaways and your own live streams as well. Totally optional, massively appreciated. And if you use the Linktree link down below, it will take you to all of my socials, including my Discord and my merch store, which now sells Pheas merch of hoodies, beanies, t-shirts, gun tags and patches. Go and check them out. We ship all over the world. So massive shout out again to ACETECH for sending me this, as well as the Bifrost and the Brighter Sea and the thread protector. So we've got the Blaster, which is, as it says there, simulates muzzle flash, supports green tracers. It's got flame and tracer, just a flame, just a tracer. Now I've had one of these before, the Ghost one, and I didn't like at the time that one only had, it was either on or it was off. This I think is brilliant. So it's got intelligent power control, power on by shaking, enter sleep mode while idle for over 5 minutes. Now I'm liking that, particularly if you're playing mil sims and things like that. You are going to want, there's going to be times when you start doing nothing and it will go to sleep to conserve battery, and as the minute you start shaking your rifle about, it's going to boot in again. So opening the box up then, please recharge before you first use and must recharge every 2 months. Okay, thank you very much for that. That's good to know. We've then got a little Allen key, a little USB, a micro USB to USB charging cable. We've got a little, thank you, we'll have a look at that in a second. We've got an instruction manual as well, and a muzzle adapter as well to put it on the front of a pistol. So let's take a look at the manual that we've got then. So we've got general safety protection. We've got talking about charging it up, and obviously the LED for charging. We've got the power on and off that it goes to sleep after 5 minutes. We've got blaster at a glance installation, self-test mode. Please recharge at least 1 hour before doing self-test. In shutdown status, press power button for 6 seconds and then release, and then everything will take turn flashing, and then it's self-test mode. Okay, that's making sure everything's good. Long press on control button while power on to enter mode setting. So tracer with flame mode, release button after 1 beep, flame mode, release button after 2 beeps, and tracer mode, release. So wow, fantastic. LED signal and audio, power sense, let's cover the sensor, even diagnostics. This is genuinely brilliant, guys, that you're doing with this. So these 2 panels are English, and then we've got them in other languages as well. I'm guessing Japanese and Chinese. So it's covered like diagnostics and things like that. So it supports green tracers and water BBs, not support red tracer. It's got charge time 2.5 hours, maximum shots with fully charged. Tracer only 24,000 BBs. Even I'm not that trigger happy. Tracer with flame 12,000 BBs, which I'm not going to be using it for that long anyway. And flame only 12,000. Absolutely fantastic. So next thing then, we've got a little tiny Allen key and a little charging cable. In this little packet then, I'm intrigued to know what this is. Please say it's a sticker. Oh, it's a sticker. Oh, yes. I love some stickers. Those are going on my toolbox and on my GoPro case as well. So a couple of little stickers there. And a free tracer. Get additional 3 months warranty. I will be registering my products through that. Fantastic. And then here we go. The piece de resistance. Put that back in there, because I like keeping things nice. Like that. We'll gently peel that off. So there it is. Ooh, that's a nice looking piece of kit. Even as a muzzle brake, that's a nice looking piece of kit. So we've got a 14mm negative thread in there. It does tell you M14 negative. Where's the, there we go, look. So the end cap unscrews to give you the power button or mode button. Ooh. Turn it off. and the charging adapter. Shouldn't have turned it on first. So I'm going to go and get this charged up, and then we'll get some footage of it in use, and then we will do some thoughts about it and what I think to it. So I am back from doing this shooting then, and I have had myself a hell of a time sitting out there using the blaster. I hope you enjoyed the footage. I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed just being out there and seeing it go off. So I did put it on the front of the Double Eagle P80 and this KWA Eve 4 Ice to test it out. I only tested it in the normal tracer and flame mode at the same time. The side-on sort of footage where it's rotating side to side, I only had the P80 available to me at the time, and then the other footage obviously was labelled to indicate what it was attached to. But what a fantastic little piece of kit. So they retail at about £72 in the UK, there or thereabouts, and there is a link down below if you want to see more of it. Absolutely just love it. I loved, the first time I saw this sort of product, I absolutely love the concept of that, being able to have that muzzle brake, muzzle flash sort of element to it. And this has just been a fantastic piece of kit. Now, I am surprised at how incredibly light that is. It is literally feather light. It barely feels heavier than the Brighter C, and that is tiny and feather light. You know, there's barely any weight. It's also probably about, I'd argue, about double the size maybe of the Brighter C. So it's roughly 32.2 millimeters wide and about 78 millimeters long, all in all. So it's a little bit chunkier beast than the Brighter C. But in the box, you get the blaster itself, you get the charging cable, you get the Allen key, which is used mostly to tighten on the adapter, which also comes in the box as well. So this is an 11mm to positive to 14mm negative adapter. So pistols generally have, airsoft gas blowback pistols generally have a 11mm thread, so that just screws in, and it is worthwhile to stop it loosening off because there is an O-ring under here to compress it against. Just using that like that, threading it through and just tightening it down like that. And then this goes on the opposite way to normal, negative thread. There we go. So there it is, a little bit beefier and chunkier on the P80 there. A little bit of weight, and you can see it is lifting the slide up at the back a little bit. Now, I didn't have any issues with it feeding it whatsoever, and there's no sign of the BBs catching inside. But it is something to be wary of, that obviously that little bit extra weight could, on a gas blowback, cause the BBs to catch if it got any heavier, but that should be all right in general. I had definitely had no issues with it feeding at all. I over tightened it there and it loosened off the adapter, if you noticed. It never really missed a trick at all. I was really impressed with it and thought it looked fantastic, firing with both. Particularly, I thought I really liked the full auto with it. go. I thought the full auto just looked fantastic with the flashing going off. Now it does offer you the chance to have the tracer only, so there's no muzzle flash, or the flame only and no tracer, or both. So obviously in terms of the no tracer, not just having a muzzle flash, it would not illuminate the BBs, but you'd still get the orange flash out the front. Now, I love tracers, and I think they're just a great little thing for Airsoft to have, and it's a lot of fun to fire them about. So for me, I'd run it as a tracer, or with the flame, or without the flame, but thoroughly enjoyed using it. I think it looks really quite smart on the front of the KWA. There we go, finally start that thread. There we go. It just seems to match the sort of, the overall aesthetic of it. Just that sort of almost matches like it was made to go on this. Now the brighter C did look cool on the front there, but this just looks that little bit nice and that little bit better on here. And I do like that aesthetic. I will include photos of it mounted on this on the P80 at the end. Again, fantastic device, really sort of just useful in your milsim type events, milsim for, you know, just adding something a little bit different to your weapon, you know, being able to have that little bit of a muzzle flash. And it's quite satisfying when you sort of, even being on the receiving end, just seeing that flash and then the BB hits you is quite a nice experience. Actually, it's quite a funny experience to see it, and you almost do that sort of face palm, like I should have seen that, really, that the flash. And then well, what's the meme, look here and smile and wait for flash, obviously that sort of military thing. So just really interesting. I do believe that if you're running it in tracer only mode, it's quoted as lasting about 24,000 rounds before it runs out of battery from full charge. If you've got both on, or just the flame on, it'll last about 12,000 rounds, which, let's face it, even I'm not going to use that many BBs in an evening's gameplay, or a gameplay that needs tracers. So you're absolutely good. It does have a 5-minute auto off, so after 5 minutes of no activity or movement, it will go to sleep, and then you just, like the brighter C, give it a wiggle and it will wake up again. With this one though, however, you can just press the, it just says press the power button, but that's the mode button. It is, it's a mode and power button. So just pressing it, and I can see at the minute it's on, I can see, I don't know if you can tell down there, there is a little tiny flashing green. Let's hold it still. There, you can just see it down there. Press it again, and that's it now turned off. And even shaking doesn't wake it up because it's off. Press it again, and it's now powered on again. And then if I hold the button in, that's changed fire modes. No, it didn't, it just turned it off. There we go, that's changed fire modes. So that's to flame only, tracer only, and both, back to both again. So just holding that button down until you get the confirmatory beep, and then we'll just turn it off, and now it's switched off. It does say to make sure that you recharge the battery every couple of months, just to keep the built-in LiPo happy and healthy longer term, so you're going to get a long longevity of life out of it. But absolutely fantastic little product. I absolutely adore tracers in all their forms, and I need to make more time to get to places to use them. Evening games, weekend events where there's night games and stuff like that. I definitely need to be doing more of that. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself immensely. It was great. I almost let myself do the pew 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 noises as though I was in the middle of a Star Wars battle or something like that, just because I'm a massive nerd at times. So check out the photos at the end. Please do remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.